shakalaka, Bitcoin dumps hard today. Watch out for this Bitcoin trap and signs of some serious manipulation. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including watch out for the Bitcoin trap, signs of massive manipulation, and reasons why it's all going to be all right in the end. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter with Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Don't be the last person on earth not to subscribe. Now, today, fear and greed at 74, up from yesterday's 72, but pretty much going sideways in greed. We're down out of extreme greed just to regular greed. The overall market down 3%. Bitcoin also down 3% today at 67,212. Ethereum at 35.44. BNB at 613. Solana 155. XRP 48 cents. Dogecoin 14 cents. Toncoin 689. And Cardano 43 cents. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin right now, you probably can't see it because this green is so dark, but Bitcoin dipped below this line of support that has been supporting Bitcoin since way back, all the way back in October of 2023. Now you can see back here it dipped below the line, and also down here it dipped below the line. Well, we have just dipped below this support line once again. Now if we take a look at the bar patterns of the last two times, this is the most recent time it dipped below, which has a predicted price of $84,000, and the other time it dipped below, that has a predicted price of $124,000. Could potentially be a trap. We're going to get into some reasons why in just a moment. Now, the reason for this? Well, Bitcoin's undergoing a rare miner capitulation. This one from the halving event, calling weak miners. As they die, they dump Bitcoin, price rebounds afterwards, but first we need to purge the degen open interest and future bets. Liquidations need to happen before a pump. So the most recent price dump due to rare miner capitulation. Eventually, the market recovers and things go back up, but it might just take a little bit of time, especially since we have all these degen longs who just gamble everything. Once they've all lost everything they've had, then the market can eventually go up. But for right now, Q3 historically has been a bad quarter for Bitcoin. Now, it's not Q3 yet. I think it's still the end of Q2. But if we take a look at the average and the median, Q3 is historically the worst time for Bitcoin. So that would be July, August, September, worst months for Bitcoin. On average, up 6%. Median is down 2.57%. All the other quarters are all positive, except for Q3. So we may have a bad 3 months. Wouldn't be surprised. Usually selling may go away unless we have a surprising summer rally. Now, interestingly enough, there is some pretty severe manipulation going on here. Seth says no manipulation here. As soon as Bitcoin volume increased and Bitcoin tries to climb, Binance sell wall appears right here. Yeah, for sure some Binance whales are trying to keep the price down on Bitcoin. Gotta wonder why. I don't exactly know, but maybe it has something to do with this. Hedge funds are shorting Bitcoin like never before. Could they be working hand in hand with Binance whales? I don't know, maybe. I mean, smarter people do smart things with money. We're just the dumb retail money, so who the heck knows? But might we have like a GameStop type thing happening as hedge funds short Bitcoin because they just don't understand the hardest asset the world has ever seen? Like, for instance, GameStop, when the price was pumping, they released more shares. Bitcoin, they just can't release more shares of. There's only ever 21 million Bitcoin. Well, could be time to liquidate those short hedge funds and send Bitcoin price up like we've never seen before. But it may take a little bit of time first. Right now, if we zoom out and take a look at things, Mustache says the worst thing you can do right now is to capitulate and be shaken out of the market. Not going to sell here. Just look at 2017 and 2020 right here when Bitcoin was sitting at this blue line. So far, the cycles have repeated themselves almost identically. Why should it end here? That's a very good point. Patience. Look what happens after that. Massive rallies for Bitcoin. Could we have yet another rally? Oh my goodness. Yes, we could. So let's look at some more charts. If we compare Bitcoin with the gold ETF fractal, it has pretty much followed par for the course since the Bitcoin ETF release. Well, right now it says this consolidation is about to end and we're about to go on a moon mission to $100,000. So this could be kind of the last ditch effort to keep the price down, to shake out the weak hands before we go up. Because while everybody has been scared, whales right here in orange are buying Bitcoin like nobody's business. So something big is on the horizon. Now, why You ask this all the time, why does the price not go up if whales are buying Bitcoin? Because generally whales don't buy Bitcoin on exchanges. They just can't buy that much on exchanges without affecting price. So they buy over the counter. These are like backhand deals, but there are legitimate places to do it. And when they do that, it doesn't move price. It just affects supply. They take away supply, and then as soon as demand increases, that decreased supply causes a massive pump in price. As a matter of fact, right now, the Bitcoin supply on exchanges has just hit an all-time low. Supply shock incoming, it's only a matter of time. Yes, that's right. The supply has hit an all-time low. This is going to be absolutely crazy when things pump, because we're going to not only see a massive pump, but we're also going to see a massive short squeeze as well. Probably likely $10,000 plus in a day pump for Bitcoin. Just a reminder of where we are in the cycle. It's only about 50 days since the halving. And historically, not much happens in this period after halving. But within the next year, that's when things go absolutely ballistic every single time. And just a comparison where we are, things likely have not even entered that ballistic phase. Do not get shaken out. Plan B here actually uses the power law with log time and log money scale to guess some scenarios for 24 to 2028. Basically, 2024, this year by the end of the year, $150,000. 2025, $800,000. 2026, $400,000. 2027, $300,000. 2028, $400,000. So guess what? This year, Bitcoin could be the cheapest we ever see it by like an order of by 5 times. You know, once we pass 150,000, then the lowest we'll see is $300,000. Could you imagine that? It's certainly possible, especially when you consider this. Story time with Randall. Sit back, relax, listen. If you had made $500,000 per day, how many of you have made that in your life? Raise your hand, okay? But if you've made $500,000 per day every single day since the Great Pyramids were built, that was pretty long ago, probably before your grandparents were around, well, you would have less than half of what the US government has borrowed since June. Let me say that again. If you made $500,000, $500,000 per day, every single day since the Great Pyramids, you would have less than half of what the government has borrowed in half of a month. 14 days, something like that. So, you should probably buy some Bitcoin. Not financial advice, but you should probably buy the hardest asset that's ever existed on the face of the planet. So, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. Also, what else do we have to do? Oh yeah, join us on Twitter through CryptoLove. And of course, subscribe to this awesome channel. By the way, YouTube tends to think you should watch that video right there. And why the heck not? What else are you going to do? I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.